Between expanding his veterinary practice, commitments with his motorcycle club, and international travel plans, Baz Wicked has little time for anything else. When a beautiful, frantic pregnant woman barges into his office for help with her dog, he senses something is off, and is drawn to her in ways he shouldn't be. But now he can't get Emerson Lockhart out of his head. Having a baby wasn't in Emerson's plans, but neither was tragically losing her parents more than a decade ago, when she was only a teenager. After all she's been through, leaving the chaos of New York City and moving to the peaceful small town of Bayside while on the cusp of giving birth was a piece of cake. She's used to handling things on her own, but when an unexpected emergency brings the charming vet who makes her remember she's more than a mother-to-be back into her life, she's grateful for his help but wary of his friendship. Emerson knows how quickly the people she cares about can be stolen away, and she never wants to experience that devastation again. But the fiercely loyal, protective biker isn't easily dissuaded. Passion ignites and affections run deep, but when their pasts collide and Baz's demons are revealed, will it douse their flames, or can true love prevail? Emery Darlies hates her job. She's a journalist stuck writing feel-good local stories for a web magazine, and she's grumpy about it. In fact, she's going to burn out quickly if she doesn't get to write something more interesting soon. Trevor Kovacic's coffee shop is failing. It's the place that houses all the memories of his family, and it's got 2 months, tops. He's trying to stay positive, but he needs a miracle. Emery and Trevor have nothing in common. That is, until they share an unforgettable one-night stand. They never expect to see each other after that, until Emery makes a bold bet with her boss to write a viral feature, and they end up face to face. Again. Desperate to win and intrigued by Trevor's situation, Emery pitches a series of articles about his shop. They'll have to work together, but that should be easy, if they can each stop thinking about that one passionate night. I've always believed love is nothing more than good timing. That it's just two people who happen to get along deciding this is probably as good as it gets. Until Zeke Morgan. He walks me home from the yoga classes I take like candy. He encourages me to chase my dreams of opening my own studio. He's gentle with me when I tell him past experiences make me hesitant about getting physical. But as he helps me achieve my dream, I become the downfall of his. He's spent almost a decade building his web design business, but when everything I've worked for is threatened, he doesn't hesitate to put me first. And I can't help but feel like the girl from his past who wanted him to live a different life for the sake of her checklist. The one who forced him to choose between her and his dreams. He used to think love wasn't all it's cracked up to be, but he's fallen hard. For me. So when my world comes crashing down around me the same week he has to leave for a big project, I do the only thing I can to protect myself. I pretend I'm okay. I push him away. Insist that I'm fine. Because the only thing worse than accepting defeat is becoming his, too. Abel. I've eaten more tacos the past year than I have my entire life. It's not because I love those little handfuls of goodness, although I do. It's because of the woman who runs the local food truck Let's Taco About It. Seeing her makes my day, and while I can't admit my feelings, I can at least see her smile. Until Halloween. When a man gives her attention she doesn't want, she pretends we're together, and lays a kiss on me that I'll never forget. Kara. I've spent the last year watching the hottie in the constantly torn and dirty jeans eating shyly walking up to my food truck and ordering the same thing each time. I've done my best to drag him out of his shell, but nothing works until a night of unwanted attention forces me to make a move. Now, he's hanging around even more, and when his husky voice calls me his girlfriend, I melt into a puddle, and he's the only one who can pick me up and put me back together again. I'm falling in love with a firefighter, and I'm pregnant. Big problem, it's not his baby. When I met Griffin Cannon, I fainted. He saved me from face-planting into the gravel. He's the rescue-eye, protective type, which fits seeing as he's a hotshot firefighter. I didn't think I'd ever see him after that. Until he saves me again. Just when I think maybe fate is trying to throw me into his arms, my life skids sideways in a big way. I'm pregnant. The guy who should step up skips town instead. Scrambling, I accept a new job and move. I figure Griffin is in my rearview mirror, yet fate brings him back into my life. I'm working for his brother and Griffin's the newest smoking hot firefighter in town. He can have any woman he wants, while I'm busy learning how to live without sleep and win awards for the most frumpy single mom ever. And yet, Griffin wants to cook me dinner. From changing diapers to so much more, he's there as I stumble through the stressfest of my life. I don't even believe in love. But when a firefighter with a heart of gold does the dishes, it's near impossible to resist. Showing up to a small town for an author retreat began with a bad arrival at the inn. Stone Madden, the cocky retired hockey star with a tight jawline, and my opposite. He's actually the man behind a writer I assumed was a recluse. And he's ready to make my day miserable due to our apparent lack of enthusiasm for one another. But it doesn't take long to discover we click with an inflammable instant attraction. The fire I thought I'd lost inside of me begins to return. Because of him. Together, we unlock the unexpected, a strong bond we don't want to break. There may be distance on a map between us, but our emails and visits bring us even closer. Stone entered my life as the key to healing my emotional wounds and giving me my own love story. But eventually, something has to give, and I'm not sure my heart can handle the risk, even if he won't give up. In retrospect, the moment our eyes first connected, I should have known. Stone and Harlow bring the feels and steam in this He Falls First and insta-love romance. It is the first standalone book in the Lakespark series, which is part of the Lakespark world where small-town romance has a hint of hockey. Falling into an emotional spiral following a tragic accident, James Barton questioned his ability to handle life in Los Angeles. After abandoning his passions, he was staring at a stack of bills looming as tall as the stack of rejection letters. Broke and downhearted, he lands one last job before making his choice. He's ready to give up on more than just LA. Until a chance encounter changes everything. With incredible friends, an amazing career, and a cute apartment in the heart of the Arts District, Alexis Strauss is living the California dream. She'll admit her dating life could use some work, but nobody is perfect. Behind her joyful facade, though, secrets haunt her. Secrets that could upend everything she's worked for. She loves LA, but a toxic family is doing everything they can to hold her back. Cutting off communication with her was the hardest thing I've ever done. There was a reason for it. It had to be done. Yet, it killed me every day to go on without her. Now, I have one weekend to win her over. Only a few days to convince her to give me another shot at a friendship with her, but I want so much more than friendship where she's concerned. I'm just not sure she'll give me the chance. He was my best friend. The boy I had a crush on. Then one day he just stopped talking to me. I never knew what happened. Now, he's texting me from a number I don't recognize and begging me to give him one day when I come home for Thanksgiving. One day to show me we should still be friends, but when I first see him, he looks nothing like the boy who left me behind.